Hello and welcome. I'm Sarah. This session is brought to you by Healium Hot Yoga West Allis, Tendril Yoga in partnership with the West Allis Fire Department. For the next 55 minutes, we'll be focusing on a full body practice. Whether you're brand new to yoga or a pro, from head to toe, we've got you covered. If you haven't already, please grab a couple of yoga blocks, a yoga strap, blanket, bolster, or anything else that you would like to make yourself comfortable. If you don't have access to props, no worries. We will offer modifications without props along the way. If you enjoy this practice, please check out our other videos available in this series or come and visit us live in the Healium studio.
Welcome to your mat. I'm here today with Heidi and with Amy. Heidi will be showing some modifications for some of the postures as we move through the practice. Please make your way down onto your back. Find a comfortable position on your back. Decide if you want your legs to be extended out long. Maybe you bend your knees and place your feet on the ground. Take a little time to make any adjustments so that you're feeling comfortable, supported in your body. Feel free to close your eyes or find a soft gaze and begin to turn your awareness to the breath. Starting with some big, slow, deep inhales and exhales, let your abdomen begin to move in time with the breath. Feel the belly rise as you breathe in. Feel the belly fall as you breathe out. Continuing with this easy movement of breath, relaxing through the abdomen, letting that feeling of relaxation flow through the rest of your body. Reminder to pay attention to the breath as you move through your practice. If at any time you need a break, you're welcome to come back to this belly breathing in any comfortable position that feels right for you. Breathing in, breathing out. Take one more full breath in. And a full deep breath out. And then when you're feeling ready, bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins, giving yourself a hug. Feel free to add a little bit of movement here. You could rock a little side to side. You could make a couple of circles on your back, noticing how your back is feeling as it makes contact with the ground below. Take one or two more rounds of movement, evening out any movement you've added. And then when you're feeling ready, keeping your knees bent, set your feet on the ground. Feet and knees hips distance apart, heels one of your foot's distance away from your sit bones. Let your arms frame your torso, eyes pointing straight up. Moving into some bridge, root down through the hands, root down through the shoulders, root down through the feet. With an inhale, lift your hips up any amount. And as you exhale, gently let your hips return back down to the ground. We've got a couple of these. Inhale, lift, maybe a little higher. Start to engage your glute muscles. Exhale, slow, controlled release back down to the ground. Again, inhale, lift. Feel your feet and shoulders press. Exhale, lower the hips. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Feel the front side of the body open. Exhale, lower the hips. This last one will hold. So with an inhale, lift your hips up to the height you can control. Feel the feet pressing. Feel the shoulders pressing. Breathe. Take one more big inhale. Maybe lift it just a little bit higher. And as you exhale, slowly descend your hips back down to the ground. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Then bring your arms out to the side, shoulder height, like a T or maybe a cactus, opening up the chest. Take a little shift of your hips to the left. With an inhale, pick up the feet and the knees. And as you exhale, let your knees gently drop over to the right. We've got a couple breaths here in this reclined twist. Try to find a sense of heaviness through your left elbow and shoulder, opening up that side of your chest. Notice what you're feeling in your back, your abdomen, your shoulder. With your next inhale, bring your knees up through center. Exhale, place your feet on the ground. Off-center your hips a little bit to the right. Inhale, pick up the feet and knees. And as you exhale, gently let your knees drop over to the left. Try to keep your right shoulder and elbow nice and heavy. A couple of breaths here, again noticing what you feel along your back muscles, in your abdomen, your chest, and your shoulder. With your next inhale, bring your knees back up through center. Exhale, place your feet on the ground and reset your hips to neutral. Bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug, taking a breath here, noticing what you feel. We'll be making our way up into a tabletop position. You can rock and roll to get there, or you can roll to one side, but make your way into a tabletop position on hands and knees. As you arrive here, find your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Your wrist creases about parallel. Make sure your arms are really strong. Actively push the ground away. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, we find cat. Tailbone down, spine arches up, back of the neck lengthens. Inhale to cow, tailbone lifts, abdomen drops. Draw the shoulders back, chest forward, eyes forward. We've got a few of these. Exhale to cat, rounding the spine, letting your head grow heavy. Inhale to cow, lengthening the front side of the body, opening up the chest. Exhale to cat, draw the navel to the spine, puff up the place between your shoulder blades. Inhale to cow, try to open up your chest, broaden your collarbones. 2 more rounds. Exhale, round yourself into cat. Inhale, lengthen your body into cow. 1 more round, keep your arms strong and engaged. Exhale, find your cat. Inhale, find your cow. And then we'll make our way to child's pose. You can open your knees a bit wide, bring your big toes to touch. Let your hips sink back to your heels. You can extend your arms out long along the ground in front of you. If you feel like you'd like a little bit of support underneath your forehead, you could stack your hands and rest your forehead on stacked hands. Take a couple of breaths here, maybe coming back to that belly breathing. Slow, steady inhales. Slow, steady exhales. Breathing in. Breathing out. From child's pose, begin to slowly bring yourself back up into a tabletop position on hands and knees. Once again, shoulders are over wrists, hips are over knees, arms are strong and engaged. Extend the right leg back, land the toes on the mat, and then drawing the navel to the spine, with an inhale, float the right leg up hip height, foot flexed, kneecap and toes point down, abdomen strong. Option to keep both hands on the ground, option to extend the left arm forward. Take a moment or two here to find your balance, keeping the abdomen firm and the eyes straight down, helping you to balance as you focus. We'll start to add some dynamic movement coming into bird dog. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee, round the spine, squeeze the abdomen. We've got a couple of these. Inhale, lengthen forward and back. Exhale, squeeze to the center. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, squeeze. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen it out. Exhale, hug it to the middle. 1 more time. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, lengthen it out. Take a moment to pause, and then mindfully set down the hand, set down the knee. Feel free to shake the hips back and forth. Let that all go. And we'll set that up for the other side. So coming back to that tabletop position, reaffirm the strength of your arms. Extend the left leg back, first landing the toes on the mat. Draw the navel to the spine, and with an inhale, float the left leg up, hip height, foot is flexed, kneecap and toes point down, abdomen strong. Option to keep both hands on the ground, option to extend the right arm forward. Take a moment here to find a point of focus for your eyes. Keep your abdomen firm. We'll start to add movement. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee, crunch it in. Inhale, forward and back. Exhale, squeeze it to the center. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, elbow to knee. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, bring it in, squeezing the abdomen. 1 more time. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to squeeze. Inhale, lengthen, take a pause, and then mindfully set down the hand, set down the knee, and feel free to shake out the hips a little bit and let that all go. Returning back to the tabletop position, coming back into that hands and knees shape, we're going to move into thread the needle. Rooting down through your left hand, take your right arm up to the sky. Big inhale to open it up. And as you exhale, dive the arm under, bringing the back of the arm, the back of the hand, and the right cheek down to the ground. Take a couple of breaths here, noticing what you feel in the upper back and the shoulder. A gentle, easy twist for the upper spine. Make sure you're breathing. And then from here, root down through the left hand, and with an inhale, unthread the right arm, reach it up to the sky, and then kickstand your left foot to the left, roll the right hip open, and plant the right foot so that it is in line with the knee. Finding a side plank modification. Root down through the hand, reach up through the fingertips, engage your abdomen. Feel free to keep that extended leg foot grounded, or maybe try floating that leg up, hip height, flexing toes to nose, finding a point of focus for your eyes. Breathe. Take one more inhale. If the leg is lifted, exhale, set it down first, and then slowly return your hand back to the ground and reset back into your tabletop position. Once again, feel free to shift around a little bit and let that all go. And then we'll repeat that on the other side. So in your tabletop position, with an inhale, take your left arm up to the sky. As you exhale, thread the needle. Back of the arm, back of the hand, left cheek lands. Take a couple of breaths here, noticing what you're feeling in the upper back, maybe feeling that sense of rotation along your spine. And then rooting down through the right hand, with an inhale, unthread, take your left arm up to the sky, holding it here. Kickstand your right foot to the right, shoot the left leg back, and land the foot so that it's in line with the extended foot. Reach down through the right hand, reach up, option to stay, option to float that extended leg up. Foot is flexed, kneecap and toes are engaged, abdomen is firm. Find a point of focus for your eyes. If that leg is lifted, set it down gently, and then slowly unwind, returning back into your tabletop position. Once again, taking a moment to shake it out a little bit to let that all go. And then returning to your tabletop, engage the arms, pressing the earth away. We'll meet in plank. Extend the right toes back, extend the left toes back. Feel free to bring the knees back down to the ground at any time. As you push the floor away, hug through the abdominal muscles, squeeze through your thigh muscles, energize through the heels, extend forward through the crown. Take a deep breath in. We're coming to forearm plank. Feel free to drop to the knees or lower right elbow, left elbow. Hips come down in line with the rest of the body, forearms heavy, pushing the earth away. A light lift of the heart between the shoulder blades, strong abdominal muscles, strong thigh muscles, neck neutral, gaze soft. Breathing in, breathing out, building lots of strength, lots of heat. Breathing in, breathing out. We're coming back to plank. Feel free to come to the knees or right hand, left hand, push up to plank, and then find your way to downward facing dog. Send the hips up and back, bringing the ears in line with the upper arms. Relax the neck, gazes back between the feet. Pushing your hands into the ground, stretching your hips up and back. Please feel free to add movement to the lower body. Bending one knee and then the other. Pedaling it out slowly, noticing what you feel in your joints and your muscles. Take one or two more rounds of movement, and then start to settle into some stillness. Knees can be bent or legs can be straight. Breath is slow, breath is deep. In downward facing dog, lift both heels. Bend the knees, look forward, and take a slow walk to the top of the mat. We'll meet in a forward fold. Feet can be anywhere from together to hips distance. Put a deep bend in the knees, engage your abdominal muscles, and let go of the back of the neck, crown of the head. If you'd like to add some movement, opposite elbow to opposite hand, Take a gentle sway side to side, keeping the abdomen strong. Take a moment to check in with how your lower back is feeling, how your hamstrings are feeling. If you notice any tension, tightness, or injury in the back side of the body, keeping a bend in the knees and standing forward folds is recommended. If you've added movement, take one more sway side to side, and then come back to center. Relax the arms towards the ground. Relax the head. Press down through the feet, and with an inhale, rise up. Circle your arms all the way to the sky. And as you exhale, bring your arms down to the sides, coming to stand in mountain pose. Knees and toes track forward, weight a little to the heels. Soften around the knees, engage through the quadriceps, the abdominal muscles, lift tall through the crown of your head, and let your shoulders relax. With an inhale, circle your arms overhead. As you exhale, fold forward, knees bend any amount, abdomen is strong, let the head relax. With hands on the floor or the shins, inhale, half lift, glancing forward. As you exhale, wrists below shoulders, step back to plank. Take a moment to arrive in plank. Arms are strong, abdominals are firm, energizing through the heels, extending through the crown. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, modified hover plank. Drop to the knees, bring your chest forward, tuck your elbows in, and try to hover an inch off the ground. Inhale, and as you exhale, lower everything to the ground, point your toes, press your hips, turn on your glutes, shrug back the shoulders. With an inhale, lift the chest to cobra, opening up through the heart. Exhale, lower the chest. Tuck under the toes, press to the knees, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. 2 breaths. We'll be moving through that one more time with the offer to keep the knees off of the ground in the hover plank. Inhale, lift both heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step to the top of the mat. Half lift, breathing in. Fold forward, engaging the abdomen as you breathe out. Root through the feet. Inhale, circle the arms up to the sky. Right away, we'll fold forward. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Feel free to bend your knees. Half lift. Inhale, glance forward. Exhale, wrists below shoulders. Step back to plank. Feel free to drop to the knees or inhale, shift forward, tippy toes. Exhale, with or without knees, hover plank, elbows tucked to the body. Release everything to the ground. Point your toes, press your hips, cobra. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale to lower. Tuck under the toes, with or without knees, push up to plank. Inhale, downward facing dog, exhale. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. In downward facing dog, root the hands, engage the abdomen. With an inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky, give it a big stretch. And on the exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands. Take a moment here, energizing through the back heel and lengthening forward through the crown. Inhale, and as you exhale, gently lower the knee and the top of the back foot. Let the hips come forward any amount. Press down through the top of the left foot, lift up your chest, opening up the front side of the body. Breathing in, breathing out. You know what? Pause, stop. I screwed up. It's not a low runner's lunge. My bad. We got to start over.
You want to cue the blocks too?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Should we just do this?
Yeah.
Choop, 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 choop. There we go. Nice. So
Okay.
we capture sound.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's move back to downward facing dog.
Perfect.
All right. You got your blocks ready, Heidi?
Well, I've kept
You'll
them where
grab
they
'em?
were, so for consistency of the video, and then I'll grab them.
Okay. Now I'll put mine back. All right. All right. In downward facing dog, root through the hands, firm through the abdomen. and with an inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. As you exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands, setting up a runner's lunge. Feet are hips distance apart on the balls of the back toes. Fingertips can be on the ground, or you can place blocks underneath your hands. Energizing through the left heel, extending forward through the crown of the head. Take a moment here to breathe. Then rooting down firmly with your feet. With an inhale, rise to crescent lunge. Maybe taking the arms up to the sky, or maybe bringing hands to heart center. Lots of energy through the left heel, lots of lift through the chest. Slow, steady breath in and out. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, release, bringing your hands back down to the ground. Stepping back to plank, inhale. With or without knees, hover plank. On the exhale, tuck in the elbows. Lower to the ground, plant the hips, shoulders back, cobra. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Tuck under the toes, with or without knees, push up to plank, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Root the hands, firm the abdomen, and with an inhale, lift your left leg, reach it to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot forward between your hands, coming into a runner's lunge. Feet hips distance apart on the balls of the back toes. Fingertips can be on the earth or up on blocks. Take a moment here, reaching through the heel and extending through the crown. Then rooting down firmly, with an inhale, rise to crescent. Arms can come to the sky, or hands can come to heart center. Find a point of focus for your eyes. Energizing through the back heel, keeping your abdomen firm, and the breath slow and steady. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, release, hands to the ground. Stepping back to plank, inhale. With or without knees, hover plank. Exhale, tucking in the elbows. Lower to the ground, hips are strong, shoulders back, cobra. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Tuck under the toes, with or without knees, push up to plank, breathing in. Downward facing dog, breathing out. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. With an inhale, lift both heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step to the top of your mat. Half lift, inhale. Forward fold, knees can be bent. Exhale. Rooting through the feet with an inhale, rise, reaching your arms all the way up to the sky. Arms to the sides as you exhale, coming back into mountain pose. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. With an inhale, lift up the arms. As you exhale, bend the knees, sink your hips back behind you, coming into chair. If arms overhead is causing any distress in the shoulders, hands to heart is a really good option. Try to find neutral pelvis, not tipping or tucking, but finding that neutral position. Abdomen is nice and firm. A little bit more weight to the heels than the toes, firming up and engaging through the quadricep muscles, the abdominal muscles. Breathing slowly in and out. Inhale, if your arms are overhead. Exhale, bring hands to heart center, moving into a twist. Take a breath in, and on the exhale, twist to the right. Option to stay lifted, option to get a little deeper and hook the left elbow on the outside of the right thigh, rolling the chest open to the right. Make sure that the knees are parallel. If the left knee pop forward, zip it back in line. Try to get the hips a little lower, the chest and heart and head a little higher. Breathing as you twist, inhaling, exhaling. Keep the hips low. Come back through center, inhale, and then we'll twist to the left on the exhale. Option to stay lifted, option to get a little deeper and hook the right elbow on the outside of the thigh, using that leverage to move a little deeper into the twist. Once again, try to keep the knees parallel. If the right knee pops forward, zip it back in line. Hips a little lower, heart and head a little higher, using your exhales to help guide you into that rotation. Stay low in the hips. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hold. Here comes your break. Reach through the heels. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Arms to the sides, back into mountain pose. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Great news is we get to do chair again, and this time add a little balance challenge. Standing tall, inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, sink your hips back to chair. Everyone, hands come to heart. Weight nice and firm in the left foot. Pick the right knee up, keeping both knees bent. Cross right ankle over left thigh and sink the hips back to your degree. The right foot is working in dorsiflexion, toes pulling towards right kneecap as if you're stamping your foot onto that side of your mat. Palms push together, activate your chest muscles, engage your abdominal muscles to support your lower back. Find a point of focus for your eyes. Breathe. Take an inhale. Keep both knees bent. As you exhale, set down the right foot. Find weight in the right foot, keeping the left knee bent. Pick up the left knee. Cross left ankle over right thigh, sinking back down into that chair. Once again, make sure that this foot is flexed, toes pulling to kneecap, palms pushing together, abdominal muscles engaged. Find a point of focus for your eyes, and remember to breathe. Take a breath in, both knees bent. Exhale, set down the left foot. Press into the feet, rise. Reach the arms up to the sky, big inhale. As you exhale, hinge from the hips and fold. Hands on floor or shins, half lift, inhale, glance forward. Exhale, wrists below shoulders, step back to plank. Take an inhale. On the exhale, with or without knees, hover plank, tuck in the elbows. Lower to the ground, engage through the glutes, cobra. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale to lower. Tuck under the toes, with or without knees, find your plank. Inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Breathe. In downward facing dog, root through the hands, firm through the abdomen, and with an inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky, give it a stretch, and on the exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands. If you need a little bit of padding underneath your left knee, go ahead and place that there now, and then gently ease the left knee and top of the back foot flat, coming into a low lunge. Allow the hips to come forward any amount. Root down through the top of the left foot, engage the left glute, lift up your chest, and take a moment to feel any stretch that you might be experiencing in the front of your hip and thigh. Hands could stay down, or with an inhale, lift the arms overhead. And then we'll add in a chest opener here. On the exhale, circle your arms behind you. If you're taking a grip, right thumb on top of left. You could always hold an imaginary beach ball between your hands, engaging your upper back muscles, opening up through the chest. Feel free to lean back a little bit to get a little bit more chest expansion, making sure to keep your inner thighs and glute muscles engaged. Remember to breathe. If you took a grip with the hands, release it. Briefly sweep your arms up to the sky. Inhale. And as you exhale, release your fingertips down to the ground. Tucking the back toes under, lift the back knee off the ground. Runner's lunge. Take a moment to root through the feet, and then when you're feeling ready, with an inhale, rise to crescent. Take a moment here to find your balance. Moving into a balancing posture, inhale, and as you exhale, shift weight to the right foot, push off the left toes, coming into warrior three. Option, hands to blocks. Option, hands to heart. Option, arms extend forward. Lifted leg hip height. Left kneecap and toes point down. Abdomen is firm. Find a point of focus for your eyes. Remember to breathe, slow and steady, in and out. Now, we have a really big transition coming. We're moving into warrior two. Soften into the right knee. Start to reach your left heel back. Windmill your body open to the long edge of your mat, coming into warrior two. Right knee is bent. Right knee and toes track forward. Left heel is flat. Left toes angled in slightly. Arms reaching to the horizon. Soften through the shoulders. Soft gaze forward towards the right middle finger. Slow and steady breath. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then keeping your right knee where it is, bring your left hand down your left thigh. Flip your right palm up to the sky. And with an inhale, find reverse warrior. Big stretch back behind you. Resist the right knee forward. Nudge the right knee a hair towards your right pinky toe. Keep your left heel pressing into the ground, your left glute strong. breathing into the right side body. Take another inhale. On the exhale, we come into side angle. Bring your forearm lightly to your thigh. Take your left arm past the ear and crown of the head and work to roll your chest open, your left ribs reaching upwards towards the sky. Keep your right knee tracking over your toes. Keep your left heel pressing. Engage your left glute and reach through your left fingertips to that big side open stretch. Slow, steady breath in and out. From here, we're coming into another balance. Going to use a block for this posture. Start by bringing your left hand to your left hip. Take your right hand, reach down, grab your block, place it a little bit in forward of your toes. Then, shifting weight to the right foot, begin to float your left leg up hip height. Open your chest towards the long edge of your mat, squaring your shoulders. Flex left toes to nose. Left hand could stay on left hip, or left arm could rise to the sky, half moon. Find any point of focus for your eyes that works for you. Remember to breathe. Take one more inhale, prepare for warrior two. On the exhale, bend into the right knee, reach back, land the left heel, warrior two. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame your right toes, spin to the balls of your left toes. Step back to plank, inhale. With or without knees, hover plank, exhale, elbows hug ribs. Release the body to the ground, cobra. Inhale to lift up your chest. Exhale to lower. Tuck under the toes, with or without knees, push up to plank, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. 2 breaths here. Breathing in, breathing out. Take another deep inhale and a deep exhale. We're gonna do that all on the other side. So from downward facing dog, root through the hands, firm through the abdomen. With an inhale, lift your left leg to the sky, give it a big stretch. And on the exhale, step your left foot forward between your hands. If you need padding underneath your right knee, get that ready. And then ease the right knee and top of the back foot flat, allowing the hips to come forward any amount. Press down through the top of the right foot, engage the right glute, lift up your chest, and give yourself a moment or two here to notice what you're feeling in the front of that hip and thigh. You could always stay here. If you'd like, rooting down with an inhale, take the arms overhead. Then we're going to add that chest opener. Arms behind. If you are taking the grip, switch it up. Left thumb on top of right. Remember, you also have the option to hold that imaginary squishy ball, something that gives you a sensation of engaging the upper back and expanding the chest. If you'd like to add a little bit deep in front opener, you can start to pull the knuckles down and pull the heart up. Remember to breathe. Remember to engage the muscles around the abdomen, the glutes, the inner thighs. If you took a grip, gently let that go. Briefly take your arms up to the sky. Inhale. Release fingertips to the earth. Exhale. Tuck back toes under. Lift the back knee. Take a moment to establish that runner's lunge. Root down firmly with the feet. And with an inhale, rise up to crescent. So again, taking a moment here to find your balance, to find your breath. From here, we're going to come into that warrior three position. So begin to shift weight to the left foot and then pushing off, finding balance. Remember your options. Hands can come to the blocks, hands can come to heart, or arms could extend forward. Lifted leg is hip height. Kneecap and toes point down. Work to level your hips. Keep your abdomen strong and the breath steady. Breathing in, breathing out. Here comes that big transition. So take an inhale. As you exhale, soften into the left knee. Reach back and land the right heel, opening up to the long edge of your mat. Warrior two, arms to the horizon. Take care that your left knee and toes are tracking the same direction. That back heel is planted with the right toes angled slightly towards the top of the mat. Arms engaged, chest expansive. Slow, steady breath in and out. And then anchor the left knee where it is. Bring your right hand down right thigh, flip your left palm to the sky, and reverse your warrior. Big side body stretch. Keep resisting the left knee forward and a little towards your left pinky toe. Keep pressing through the right heel and engaging the right glute. Breathing into the side body. Inhale. Side angle on the exhale. Bend your left elbow, lightly bring your left forearm to your thigh, and then reach the right arm past the ear and crown of the head. Work to roll your chest open, rolling your right ribs lightly towards the sky, pressing through the right heel, engaging through the right glute, reaching through the right fingertips, keeping the left knee open. Breathe. Getting ready to set up our next balancing posture, half moon. Begin by taking your right hand to your right hip. Get your block ready. Fingertips, bring the block a little bit forward of your left toes. Shift weight to the left foot and begin to slowly pick up the right leg, hip height, flexing the right toes, stacking the shoulders, engaging the abdomen. The right hand could stay on the right hip or the right arm could reach to the sky. Find one point of focus for your eyes and breathe. Half moon pose. Breathing in, breathing out. Take one more inhale to prepare. On the exhale, put a little bend in the left knee, reach back and land the right heel to find warrior two. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame your left foot. Step back to plank, inhale. With or without knees, hover plank, hug in the elbows, exhale. Lower to the ground, engage your glutes, find your cobra. Inhale, lift up your chest. Exhale to lower. Tuck under the toes, with or without knees, push to plank, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take a full breath in, and then on the exhale, gently lower your knees to the ground, and we'll find child's pose. You can open your knees wide, big toes to touch, sinking your hips back towards your heels. Arms can be extended forward, or you could create that little pillow for your forehead, stacking the hands and resting your forehead there. Breathing in, breathing out. Your hands are underneath your forehead in child's pose. Go ahead and extend your arms out long along the ground in front of you. Pressing into the palms, inhale, pick up the hips, tuck toes under. Exhale, make your way back to downward facing dog, setting up your feet about hips distance and parallel. Keeping energy in your heels, with an inhale, shift forward into plank, shoulders stack over wrists. We're coming into side plank. You can drop the right knee to the earth, or you can roll to the outer blade of the right foot. You can stack or scissors your feet, and your left arm reaches to the sky. Engage your glute muscles, engage your abdominal muscles, and reach arm to arm, finding lots of opening through your chest. Remember to breathe. Rainbow the right waist a little bit away from the ground. Try to deepen the right armpit. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, unwind back into plank. Take a breath in and a nice deep breath out. Bringing that to the other side. Feel free to drop to the left knee, to roll to the outer blade of the left foot, to come into side plank on the left side. Another option would be to come into forearm side plank, bringing your left forearm down to the ground, stacking or scissoring the feet as the right arm goes to the sky. Rainbowing the waist, deepening the armpit, engaging the glutes and the abs. If you'd like one more option, you can float the top leg up off the ground, finding balance, finding breath. Take one more inhale, and on the exhale, slowly unwind, making your way back into plank pose. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, send your hips up and back, coming back into downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. From here, we'll be coming to a seat. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look at your hands. Take a walk to your hands. You can cross at your ankles and gently have a seat. Once your seat has arrived on the ground, have your knees bent and feet on the floor. Bring your hands either behind your thighs or on your shins, whatever feels best for your body. Lean back your torso 45 degrees. Relax your shoulders, hug the navel to the spine, and then come onto the heels, flexing toes to nose. This is always an option as we come into boat pose. Or you can start to lift your feet off the ground. You can start with knees bent and hands holding onto your legs. Abdomen is firm, chest is lifted, shoulders are relaxed. Feel free to stay. Feel free to extend the arms parallel to the ground, keeping the abdomen strong and the chest lifted. Feel free to stay, or you could extend the legs nice and long, hugging in the abdomen, relaxing the shoulders, and breathing slow and steady breaths as we work strength in the abdomen and the back muscles. Breathing in, breathing out. Take one more inhale, and wherever you're at, slowly bend your knees and mindfully set your feet down to the ground. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. From here, keeping your right knee bent, extend your left leg long along the ground in front of you. Then take the right foot, pick it up, and bring it to the outside of your left thigh. We're setting up for a twist. Take a moment here to pull yourself up nice and tall, spine is lengthened. Then bring your right fingertips to the floor behind you like a kickstand. Take your left arm up to the sky, inhale. Twist to the right on the exhale, hooking the left elbow on the outside of the thigh. Inhale to grow taller, keep the lift. Exhale, move the ribs around to the right, guiding the right shoulder a little bit more open to the side. Inhales to grow taller. Exhales to twist. 2 more breaths, breathing in. Gently twisting as you breathe out. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, and as you exhale, slowly unwind back to center. Release the right leg and extend it out nice and long, and we'll set that up for the other side. So keeping the right leg lengthened, bend into the left knee. Pick up the left foot and bring it to the outside of the right thigh, pulling yourself nice and tall, spine is long. Left hand to the floor behind you like a kickstand. Take your right arm up to the sky, inhale. And as you exhale, twist to the left, hooking the right elbow on the outside of the thigh. Inhale to grow taller, keep that lift. And on the exhale, find the rotation. Feeling your ribs spiraling open to the left, opening up through the left shoulder, opening up through the left side of your chest. Inhales to grow taller. Exhales to deepen the twist. 2 more breaths. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Inhale and exhale. Take 1 more breath in. And as you exhale, slowly unwind back to center. And this time, you can keep your left knee bent, but take your left foot and now bring it to the inside of your right thigh. Knees will be at slightly greater than a 90-degree angle. You might consider using a strap as we're moving into a forward fold. So feel free to use a strap around the ball of the right foot if that would feel better for your body. Otherwise, you can reach forward and grab a hold of your foot, your ankle, your calf, whatever's available for you. Inhale, pick up the heart, and as you exhale, hinge from the hips and lead your heart forward, coming down into any variation of forward fold that feels right for your body. Once you've arrived at a place that feels good, engage your abdominal muscles and consciously find some softening around your elbows, your shoulders, and your chin. Try to find a sense of heaviness through your left knee and left hip to create a little bit of space through that left hip as you lengthen through the back muscles and stretch through the right hamstrings and calf muscles. And then wherever you're at, inhale, lift the head, the heart. As you exhale, gently release that grip. Bring the left knee up and extend the left leg out, and we'll take that on the other side. So the left leg is extended, bend into the right knee, and place the sole of the right foot on the inside of the left thigh. Bring the knees slightly greater than 90 degrees. Aim your torso out over the extended leg, and feel free to bring a strap around the ball of the left foot, or to simply reach forward and bring your hands somewhere on your body. Inhale, lengthen, and on the exhale, gently fold forward, hinging from the hips, heart leads. Coming down again just to the place that feels good in your body. Relax your elbows, relax your shoulders, relax your chin. Give a squeeze to your abdominal muscles and try to find that sense of grounding and heaviness now through the right knee and right hip. Getting a little bit of opening through that side of the body as you lengthen through the back muscles, back of the left leg, hamstrings, and calves. With an inhale, lift the head, the heart. As you exhale, release the grip, bringing yourself upright, and then keeping the right knee bent, match the left so that the soles of the feet are together. Now, if you'd like a little bit of assistance with this, you can always place some blocks underneath your knees to give yourself a little bit of extra support here. Your hands could be behind you for a little bit of support, or you're welcome to reach forward and grab a hold of your feet. Pull yourself up and forward so that the heart is lifted and the shoulders are relaxed. Option to stay lifted or to take a breath in. And on the exhale, heart leads as you hinge from the hips. Once again, find that conscious softening through your elbows, your shoulders, your chin. Let the chin tuck down just a little bit to create softness in the neck. Keep a firmness in your abdominal muscles. And take a couple of breaths as you notice what you feel through the inner thighs, hips. You might even feel a stretch across your lower back. Breathe slowly in and out. With an inhale, bring yourself back upright, and then using your hands, as you exhale, use your hands to guide your knees together. We'll be coming down onto our back for our back sequence. Make sure you have a strap available for our hamstring stretch. We'll be coming up in just a few moments. But first, we're going to come back into a bridge. Feet and knees are hips distance apart, knees are bent, feet on the ground. Gently make your way down onto your back. When you arrive on your back, arms are along the sides of your body to frame your torso. Heels walk in so that they're about one of your foot's distance from your sit bones. Press the feet, backs of the arms, shoulders into the ground, and with an inhale, lift the hips up, find bridge. Just holding this bridge this round, breathing. Each inhale, maybe you squeeze your glute muscles a little bit more. On the exhales, maybe you ground the shoulders just a little bit more, finding that full opening through the front side of your body. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, lower the hips gently down to the ground. When they arrive, bring your right knee to your chest. Hold the shin with both hands. You could always keep your left knee bent and left foot on the ground for more low back support, or the left leg could extend out long along the ground in front of you, heel grounded, heel reaching, squeezing the right thigh into the body. Feel free to circle your right ankle a couple of times one way, and then reverse. And then keeping that right knee at your chest, if your left leg is extended, go ahead and rebend that left knee and place your left foot flat on the floor. Coming into a reclined figure 4 stretch. Cross right ankle over left thigh. Bring your right hand to your inner right knee and gently give it a press. That right foot is working in dorsiflexion, toes pulling towards right kneecap. This might feel like plenty for your hip and knee. You are welcome to stay. If you think more sensation would feel good, you could pick your left foot off of the ground. Right hand dives in between your thighs and hands clasp behind the left thigh, gently tugging it towards you as you press the tailbone and right knee away. Taking a few moments here in this reclined figure 4 stretch, working on the hips, supporting through the back. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, if that foot is lifted, release the grip, set it down. Reach for your strap, and then taking that strap, you're going to bring the strap around the ball of the right foot. So stretching the right leg up to the sky, take the strap and bring it around the ball of the foot, so that area right below the base of your toes. And then slide your hands down the strap and so your elbows are touching the ground. This is just to keep the shoulders out of the equation. Again, if you have low back issues, you might consider keeping your left knee bent, left foot on the floor. But if it feels okay, you can re-extend that left leg long along the floor in front of you, heel grounded, heel reaching. And a couple breaths here, perhaps tugging that right leg gently towards your body. But try to remain soft in the shoulders and steady in the breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, put a bend in the right knee, gently remove the strap, set it aside, but make sure that it's available for you. Briefly bring that right knee into your chest, give it a quick squeeze. Keep it there, draw the left knee in to meet it. Keeping the left knee at the chest, holding the left shin with both hands, set your right foot to the earth. knowing you can keep the right knee bent, or if it feels okay, you can extend the right leg long along the ground in front of you for wind-releasing pose. As you hug the left thigh into the body, maybe take a few circles through your ankle, a couple of times one way, and then reverse. And then in coming back into stillness, if the right leg is extended, rebend the right knee and set your right foot to the ground. Cross left ankle over right thigh. Left hand to inner left knee, give it a gentle press. Remember to keep your left foot flexed, toes pulling back towards the left knee. Notice how this feels in the hip. If it's enough, stay. Or right foot lifts off the floor, left hand dives between the thighs and hands clasped together behind the right thigh, gently tugging it towards you as the left knee and tailbone lengthen away. Give yourself a couple breaths here, noticing the support of the ground underneath your back. Breathing, noticing what you're feeling around the left hip as it gently takes this opening. Inhale. And as you exhale, gently release. Set your right foot to the floor if it's not already there. And then bring your left knee into your chest. Grab your strap as we prepare for the hamstring stretch on the other side. So bringing the strap around the ball of the left foot, again, that space right below the base of the toes. Stretch your left leg up, slide the hands down, elbows touching the ground. Right knee can be bent foot on the floor, or right leg can extend forward along the floor in front of you. Again, you've got a few breaths here, maybe finding that gentle tug on the left leg as you draw it a little bit closer towards your face, only to the degree that feels right for your body, where you can keep the breath that slow, steady, controlled rhythm. Breathing in, breathing out. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, put a bend in the knee. Remove the strap, gently set it aside. Left knee comes into the chest, right knee comes into the chest. This time give yourself a good hug, wrapping the arms around the shins. Feel free to take a rock side to side, maybe take a circle in each direction. Then coming back to center, inhale, squeeze. And as you exhale, release, set your feet to the ground. We'll be setting up for our final relaxation. If you'd like more lower back support, the knees can stay bent, feet on the ground, or you could extend your legs out long along the ground in front of you, letting the legs relax, bringing the arms into a comfortable position, perhaps near the sides of the body with palms facing up, making sure that the upper back and shoulder blades are feeling flat to the floor. You're welcome to close your eyes or simply find a soft gaze. Begin to come back to the belly breath, back to the gentle rise and fall of the abdomen as you breathe in and out. And let each of your exhales help you to create a deeper sense of relaxation in your body. Relaxing your feet and your ankles, your calves, your knees and your thighs. Relaxing around your hips, your abdomen, your lower back. Feeling the length of the spine and the softening through the middle and upper back muscles. Allow the rib cage to open, the shoulders, arms, and hands to relax. Find a softening around the neck, the jaw, a smoothing of the face and the brow, a releasing through the crown and the back of your head. Allowing yourself to relax, to breathe. Thank you for taking time for your health today. On behalf of Healium Hot Yoga, Tendril Yoga, the West Allis Fire Department, great work. Remember to check out the other videos in this series or come visit us live at the Healium Studios. We look forward to seeing you on the mat again soon. Be well.